What if I told you that you're already existing in multiple realities simultaneously, but your consciousness has been trained to perceive only one linear timeline? What if the greatest limitation to your manifestation power isn't your technique or your belief system, but your fundamental perception of reality itself, a perception that keeps you locked in a single dimension when you were designed to navigate multiple dimensions at once? Today I'm revealing the sixth and most advanced key in our manifestation series, quantum living. This isn't just another visualization technique or manifestation hack. This is a fundamental shift in how you exist within the fabric of reality itself, a shift that allows you to consciously inhabit multiple timelines simultaneously, selecting and collapsing probability waves with precision and intention. Before I reveal the exact protocol for quantum living, you need to understand four fundamental principles about the nature of reality that conventional science is only beginning to acknowledge, but that quantum physicists and ancient mystics have understood for millennia. First, what we experience as reality is actually a probability field of infinite possibilities collapsed into a single experience through observation. This isn't metaphorical or philosophical, it's the established conclusion of quantum mechanics, demonstrated through experiments like the double-slit test, which shows that particles exist as probability waves until they're observed. Your consciousness is constantly collapsing these probability waves into your experience, but doing so unconsciously, based on programming rather than conscious choice. Second, linear time is a perceptual construct, not an absolute reality. Einstein's theory of relativity proved that time is relative to the observer, and quantum experiments like the delayed choice quantum eraser have demonstrated that observation in the present can literally alter events in the past. This means that past, present, and future exist simultaneously in what physicists call the block universe, a four-dimensional reality where all moments exist at once. Third, your consciousness isn't confined to your physical body or to a single timeline. The emerging field of non-local consciousness research has demonstrated that awareness can extend beyond the limitations of space and time, accessing information and influencing events that conventional physics would consider impossible. This explains phenomena like remote viewing, precognition, and quantum entanglement between conscious observers, all documented in peer-reviewed research, but ignored by mainstream paradigms. Fourth, and most importantly, these principles aren't just theoretical curiosities, they're practical tools for conscious creation when you understand how to apply them. By shifting how your consciousness interacts with the quantum field, you can literally exist in and navigate between multiple realities, selecting the timeline that aligns with your highest intention. Now, let me share the precise protocol for quantum living, the practice of existing in multiple realities simultaneously and consciously selecting which probability waves to collapse into your experience. This protocol consists of 7 distinct practices, each building upon the previous to create a complete system for quantum navigation. Step 1. Quantum perception activation. The first step is activating what quantum physicists call superposition awareness, the ability to perceive multiple probability states simultaneously instead of a single fixed reality. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Sit comfortably with your spine straight and your palms resting face up on your thighs. Close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Now, bring to mind a current situation in your life that you'd like to experience differently, perhaps a relationship, financial circumstance, health condition, or creative project. Instead of seeing this situation as fixed and singular, begin to perceive it as a probability field containing multiple possible states simultaneously. Visualize this field as a luminous cloud of possibilities surrounding the situation, each possibility existing as a distinct reality within the cloud. Don't try to change anything yet, simply expand your perception to recognize that what appears solid and unchangeable is actually a fluid field of quantum possibilities. As you hold this expanded perception, declare, I now activate quantum perception in my consciousness. I recognize that what appears as fixed reality is actually a field of infinite possibilities existing in superposition. My awareness now expands to perceive multiple probability states simultaneously. This activation creates what neuroscientists call perceptual flexibility. the neurological capacity to perceive beyond conditioned patterns of observation. Step 2. Timeline resonance scanning. The second step involves scanning the quantum field to identify existing timelines that resonate with your desired experience. This isn't about creating something new, but about tuning into realities that already exist in the probability field. Continuing from the previous step, visualize your awareness extending outward from your current timeline like a quantum scanner, moving through the probability field surrounding your chosen situation. As your awareness moves through this field, you're searching for timelines where your desired reality is already manifested, where that version of the situation already exists as a collapsed probability wave. You'll recognize these timelines through what quantum consciousness researchers call resonant recognition, a distinct feeling of alignment when your awareness encounters a matching frequency. This might be experienced as a sense of rightness, a physical sensation like warmth or tingling, or simply a clear knowing that you've found a timeline that matches your intention. When you identify a resonant timeline, declare, "I now recognize this quantum reality where my intention is already manifested. This timeline exists now in the probability field, vibrating at a frequency that matches my highest good. My consciousness connects with this reality, establishing quantum resonance across dimensions." This scanning process activates what physicists call quantum non-locality, the ability of consciousness to access information beyond space-time limitations. Step 3. Parallel self-integration. The third step involves connecting with the version of yourself that already exists in the resonant timeline you've identified. This isn't imagination or role-playing, it's establishing quantum entanglement with an actual parallel expression of your consciousness that's already experiencing your desired reality. As you maintain awareness of the resonant timeline, focus your attention on the you that exists there, the version of yourself already living within that probability state. Observe how this parallel self thinks, feels, and behaves. Notice their perspective, beliefs, and energy signature. Pay particular attention to how they perceive the situation you're working with. Now, initiate conscious integration by declaring, "I now connect with my parallel self who already exists in this quantum reality." Our consciousness merges across dimensions, creating quantum entanglement between timelines. I receive the awareness, perspective, and energy signature of myself who already experiences what I intend to manifest. As you make this declaration, visualize your parallel self walking toward you across the quantum field. As they reach you, they step into your physical form, merging their consciousness with yours. Feel the distinct shift in your awareness as this integration occurs, a new perspective, energy, or understanding that wasn't present before. This practice activates what quantum biologists call non-local consciousness coherence, the alignment of separated aspects of consciousness across different probability states. Step 4. Quantum collapse command. The fourth step involves using conscious intention to collapse specific probability waves from potential into actual experience. This is where quantum physics and consciousness intersect in what researchers call intention-directed wave function collapse, the process by which observation determines which possibilities become reality. From your integrated state of consciousness, identify the specific elements of your resonant timeline that you're now calling into your current experience. Be precise and detailed in your identification, focusing on both the external circumstances and the internal states that constitute this reality. Now, issue a clear quantum collapse command by declaring, "From the infinite field of probabilities, I now collapse into my experience this specific quantum reality. Through the power of conscious observation, I select this probability wave to manifest in my physical timeline. What exists as potential now becomes actual. What exists in parallel now becomes present. This reality is now mine to experience." As you make this declaration, visualize the probability field collapsing around you, with the selected timeline becoming solid and defined while other possibilities recede into the quantum background. Feel the tangible shift as this reality locks into your experience, not as a future manifestation but as a present quantum collapse. This command activates what physicists call observer-dependent reality selection, the fundamental mechanism by which consciousness determines which potential becomes actual. Step 5. Quantum coherence stabilization. The fifth step involves stabilizing your connection to the selected timeline, through what quantum physicists call coherence maintenance, the process of sustaining a specific quantum state against decoherence. Without this stabilization, your consciousness will likely snap back to its habitual timeline due to established neural and energetic patterns. To create quantum coherence stabilization, place your hands over your heart center, one atop the other, and take 7 slow, deep breaths. With each inhale, visualize yourself drawing in the energy signature of your selected timeline. With each exhale, visualize this signature integrating with every cell of your body, every thought in your mind, and every pattern in your energy field. After the 7th breath, declare, I now stabilize quantum coherence with my selected timeline. My entire being, physical, mental, emotional, and energetic, aligns with this reality's frequency signature. This coherence is now my dominant state, resistant to decoherence and collapse into previous patterns. I am anchored in this quantum reality across all dimensions of my existence. This stabilization creates what neuroscientists call self-directed neuroplasticity, the conscious rewiring of neural pathways to support a new perceptual state. Step 6. Multi-timeline navigation. The 6th step involves developing the advanced capacity for conscious navigation between multiple timelines, while maintaining awareness of your primary timeline. This is what quantum consciousness researchers call simultaneous multi-state awareness, the ability to maintain conscious connection with multiple probability states, while functioning in physical reality. To develop this capacity, expand your awareness to perceive 3 distinct timelines simultaneously. First, the timeline you've selected as your primary reality, the one you've collapsed into your main experience. Second, your previous timeline, the probability state you're shifting away from, but that contains valuable lessons and experiences. Third, an even more advanced timeline, a probability state that represents your next level of evolution beyond what you've currently selected. Visualize these 3 timelines as parallel paths extending before and behind you, with your consciousness existing at the intersection point where all 3 converge in the present moment. Now, practice shifting your awareness between these timelines, spending about 30 seconds focused on each one, noticing the distinct qualities, perspectives, and energies that characterize each probability state. After cycling through all 3, declare, I now activate quantum navigation consciousness. My awareness moves fluidly between multiple timelines, while maintaining coherence with my primary reality. I access the wisdom of my previous timeline, embody the manifestation of my current timeline, and receive guidance from my advanced timeline. I exist in multiple realities simultaneously, navigating between them with conscious intention. This practice activates what consciousness researchers call trans-temporal awareness, the ability to perceive and integrate experiences across different time-space coordinates. Step 7. Quantum living integration. The final step involves integrating quantum living into your daily existence, making multidimensional awareness your new normal, rather than a special practice. This integration occurs through what quantum biologists call coherent field maintenance, the consistent reinforcement of a specific quantum state, until it becomes your default mode of perception. For the next 33 days, a number specifically chosen for its resonance with quantum field harmonics, practice the following integration protocol 3 times daily, upon waking, at midday, and before sleeping. The protocol takes just 33 seconds each time, again, aligned with quantum harmonics, making it practical to maintain regardless of your schedule. Close your eyes, and take 3 conscious breaths. With the first breath, activate quantum perception. With the second breath, connect with your parallel self. With the third breath, stabilize quantum coherence. Then silently declare, I am a quantum being, existing in multiple realities simultaneously. I navigate between timelines, with conscious intention. I select and collapse probability waves through focused observation. This is not a practice, it is my natural state of being. Throughout your day, whenever you encounter a situation that you'd like to experience differently, take a single conscious breath, and silently say, quantum shift, while visualizing yourself stepping sideways into a parallel timeline, where that situation exists in your preferred state. This isn't escapism, or denial, it's conscious navigation of the probability field that constitutes actual reality. As you practice this protocol for 33 days, you'll experience 3 distinct phases of transformation. First phase, days 1-11, increased awareness of choice points in your daily experience, spontaneous glimpses of parallel possibilities, dreams featuring alternate versions of your life, a sense of reality becoming more fluid and less fixed. Second phase, days 12-22, noticeable synchronicities, aligning with your selected timeline, accelerated manifestation of elements from your resonant reality, intuitive knowing about optimal choices and directions, a natural fading of limitations from your previous timeline. Third phase, days 23-33, effortless navigation between multiple states of consciousness, physical reality responding directly to your observational focus, simultaneous awareness of multiple probability streams, a profound sense of authorship over your experienced reality. Now, let me address some common questions about quantum living. Isn't this just positive thinking or visualization? Absolutely not. Positive thinking attempts to improve a single reality through mental attitude. Visualization imagines a different future within the same timeline. Quantum living is fundamentally different. It's the recognition and navigation of multiple existing realities through conscious observation. It's based on the established quantum principle that observation collapses probability waves, applied at the level of conscious experience. Does this mean I can have anything I want instantly? Quantum living isn't about magical manifestation of any random desire. It's about conscious navigation of the probability field that constitutes reality, selecting timelines that already exist within that field. You can only collapse probability waves that exist as viable quantum states. This is why the resonance scanning step is crucial. You're identifying realities that already exist as potentials in the field. How is this different from the law of attraction? The law of attraction focuses on attracting desired experiences through vibrational matching. It operates within a single timeline model of reality. Quantum living recognizes the simultaneous existence of multiple timelines and works with conscious observation to select which probability waves collapse into experience. It's the difference between attracting something to you and shifting your consciousness to where it already exists. Is this just a psychological technique? While quantum living certainly affects your psychology, it's not merely a psychological technique. It's based on the established principles of quantum physics, particularly the observer effect, quantum superposition, and the collapse of the wave function, applied at the level of conscious experience. The effects aren't just in your mind, they manifest in measurable changes in physical reality, as countless practitioners have documented. Can I use this to change the past? From a linear time perspective, the past appears fixed. From a quantum perspective, even the past exists as probability waves that can be influenced by present observation. This doesn't mean you can erase events that others have observed, creating shared reality through multiple observation points, but it does mean you can shift to timelines where the meaning, impact, and even specific details of past events align differently with your current intention. This explains the well-documented phenomenon of people experiencing different memories of the same events, what scientists call the Mandela effect, but is actually evidence of quantum timeline shifting. As you integrate quantum living into your daily existence, you'll discover that reality isn't happening to you, it's responding to you, not just to your thoughts or emotions, but to the fundamental way your consciousness observes and interacts with the quantum field. You'll move beyond manifesting within a single timeline to navigating between multiple timelines, selecting the probability waves that align with your highest intention. This isn't just the next level of manifestation, it's the next evolution of human consciousness, the capacity to exist in and navigate multiple realities simultaneously. Begin this protocol today. Activate quantum perception, scan for resonant timelines, integrate with your parallel self, issue quantum collapse commands, stabilize coherence with your selected reality, develop multi-timeline navigation, integrate quantum living into your daily existence. The quantum field of infinite possibilities has always been there. Your consciousness has always been collapsing probability waves into experience. The only difference is that now you're doing it with awareness, intention, and precision, becoming the conscious creator you were always designed to be. If you found this understanding of quantum living valuable, I invite you to explore my video Key 5, the Quantum Field Response Man, How to Activate Universal Forces, where I reveal how this quantum navigation connects with the universal forces to create reality-shifting results. Share in the comments your experience with this protocol. What parallel realities have you accessed? What shifts have you noticed as you've practiced quantum navigation? Your insights might help others recognize the subtle but profound changes that occur through conscious quantum living.